Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in the half shell, turtle power. They're the world's most fearsome fighting team. They're heroes and a half shell and they're teens. When the evil shooter attacks, these turtle boys they don't come no slack. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Splinter taught them to be ninja teens.
Leonardo
leads, Donatello does machine. That's a fact, Jack. Raphael was cool but crude. Michelangelo is a party dude. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in the half shell, turtle power. Yeah, there you go. And it's all.
That's pretty good.
That was pretty good. I missed up a little bit.
That proves that you're a real cartoon fan of the cartoon show.
Hi guys. I hope you guys enjoy our singing or my singing.
His singing.
My singing. But as you can tell already, we just saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the reboot, and as you can already see, we had a good time. I think I had a better time.
Yeah. I'm not saying
I had a blast. I'm gonna go around and say, if you think, I know people's opinions, but if you think this is the worst of all the movies, shut the hell up, because rewatch part 2 and 3, those movies suck, okay? Or the freaking live action show that was on Fox Kids, that was awful. That is bottom of the barrel when it comes to the Turtles franchise. Not this. This was good. Okay? For Turtles. They got the Turtles spot on.
They did.
And that is the most impressive thing about this movie. Who's your favorite turtle in this one?
In the movie?
In this movie. Mine was Mikey stole the show.
Yeah,
Mikey
it
was
had to be Mikey.
Mikey, yeah. Mm-hmm. Even though they all did good.
But I like Mikey's screen time, but Raph was awesome.
Raph was awesome. Raph kicked ass in this movie.
Raph's always been my favorite, so I mean, yeah. I'm being a little biased,
you're wearing red
for Ralph.
For Raph.
For Ralph, yeah. And Raph.
Okay, Raph. Raphael. Yeah, oh, you know who else surprised me? Splinter surprised me, actually, because I didn't think he was going to be all that great in this movie. I don't know why.
His fight scene, the way he fought was cool.
But he kicked ass in this movie.
He did.
And that's one thing that was missing in the older films.
Yeah.
Is that he didn't fight much. I guess there was a reason why, but even though they tried to put him in the action scenes, he didn't do anything. He was just a puppet, you know. They can't do much with that. But in this movie, you know, he was kicking ass and taking names. You know, that was cool. I really dug that.
I thought the original Splinter voice was better though.
Yeah. I'll give you that. The original Splinter voice was better, but he did more in this movie.
Yeah, he was more. Yeah, I like this Splinter fighting wise and the way they used him more in this one than they did in the other one.
Yeah,
in the originals.
And I guess we can go into spoilers now. What do you think of I know a lot of people complaining about the changes, but to be honest, most of the changes didn't bother me at all. Okay, for example,
there was one change that bothered
for example, April O'Neil is the reason why they have their names. The Turtles, and that bothered you? That didn't bother me at all.
Not the way, what bothered me is the way they survived the fire.
Well, she rescued them.
Yeah, it's I didn't like that at all. I didn't like that change.
Why didn't you like that?
Because I don't know. It's just they made her seem like April O'Neil was connected to them already. When you know.
That's fine. That's a good change, to be honest.
And Splinter, Splinter knew the whole time. He knew about her the whole time.
He didn't know everything. You know, he remembered her, but he didn't know, I think, where she was. You know what I mean?
No, he didn't know where she was, but But, you know, I don't know. You're
just being a complainer.
No, it's just I didn't like it. Like the way it just came like
it just came off weird or something.
Yeah, like I was like, oh come on, like they're gonna make April O'Neil as they made her like as a hero, you know, like.
I don't mind that, you know. To be honest, that's actually a good change. I mean, it's not your typical April O'Neil. That's fine. And I'll say this, you know. I've always been hard on Megan Fox. Like, I've been criticizing her so much.
And you liked her in this movie?
I'm not saying I liked her. I'm not saying that she did amazing. I'm just saying she was not bad. Most of the
parts were bad.
Only like 1 or 2 lines, maybe. Like, there's a part at the end where she screams "Shredder." Okay, that was terrible. But for the most part,
I didn't like that.
Yeah, for the most part, she was not bad. You know what I mean? This is better than her performances in the Transformers movies.
I thought it was I thought it was as good. I mean, I thought it was as. I want to say it might be a little better, but I thought it was like the same as Transformers 1. Like the performance was the same.
Really? I don't know. I thought she was.
This one, like,
she was a little bit better.
She had better lines in this one.
Yeah,
but
that's
like,
true.
when she found out like they were talking, like, her reaction was like. Will Arnett's reaction was way better than hers.
Yeah, that's true.
When he was shocked,
that's true.
when he sees Ralph in the van, his reaction was like legitimate, you know, like.
Mm-hmm.
I like that reaction.
Yeah.
Megan Fox's reaction was like, duh.
I don't know.
Like, she wasn't shocked at it by any means, and she wasn't shocked by like. She was
scared. She was scared a little bit.
You couldn't really tell though. And like when she talked to Splinter, like she wasn't like freaked out or like dazed by it by any means.
No, she was already freaked out by the turtles.
And like when she freaked
at that point.
And then like.
Already, you know.
And then when she finds out like she was the one that saved them, like. That's like, damn! I say like, holy crap! Like, there's like, but what ended like, oh, they were my pets. What?
What
that they were her pets.
Or her reaction.
Like the fact that they were her pets. I didn't like that.
You didn't like that, James?
Yeah.
I
didn't like that at all. Like, they were my pets. What? They were your pets.
I'm fine with that, James, because like it makes their relationship a little bit stronger.
It does, but
I thought that was a good change, to be honest. It wasn't, you know what? It didn't bother me. What did bother me was, the fact that I told you about this. Splinter does not know Shredder, like, personally.
That didn't bother me.
Actually, you know what? You know what? It bothered me knowing about it and seeing it now, not as much. You know what I mean? Like I could see why they did that. Now seeing the movie,
like you wanted like a
I could see
close
why
relationship between Splinter and Shredder.
Yeah, but it didn't happen. So
see, that didn't bother me. That didn't bother me. So we're you know,
we're the opposite when it comes to the changes.
Because that didn't bother me at all. Like,
okay,
like he knew who he was. Like he knew what he's capable of.
Yeah,
but
seeing it now, the movie now. It doesn't bother me as much when I found out about it. You know?
Because they made it work. They made that work. The whole fact, like, how, like...
I get like that. You know what? I get like that, though. Fine. I'm not gonna be some, like, whiny, bitchy fan.
It didn't ruin the movie.
No, it didn't.
I didn't like it,
That's it. You know what? That's it. The fact that it did not ruin the movie, that's why it doesn't bother me watching it now, so... I wish they would have put that in there, but whatever, that's fine. Okay, you know, like, I'm moving on about it.
I wish they could have done something better with like the relationship between April O'Neil and the Turtles. I didn't like it, but it didn't like affect the movie. Like, oh my god, like
it was still your same typical April O'Neil Turtles relationship.
Yeah.
So
that was cool to see.
I think the reason why people so hard in it because it's Megan Fox. Understandably so, but.
They could have. She didn't do a terrible job, but she didn't do a good job by any means.
That's what I mean. She wasn't bad.
Like when she screamed and like.
Okay, when she's like screaming or which wasn't even that much anyway.
But you gotta.
It was mostly the end. But
I think they did a good job with like. Because you gotta find like an attractive April O'Neil.
Yeah.
So she was very convincing in that. Like Mikey's obsession over her. That was funny.
That was hilarious. But what I mean is like, she was serviceable to the movie. She was not bad, but at the same time, she wasn't like. Again, she's not a great actress or nothing, but she didn't bug me like she did in the Transformers movies. I mean, she annoyed the hell out of me. I don't know why, but not in this movie. Fine, you know.
She was. Like we talked inside the theater. The fact that they're the ones that didn't kill Shredder off. Technically he's not dead, but
yeah, that's okay. That's one thing I
me.
did not like, that they don't really resolve what happened to the villains, at all.
yeah, they just kind of like disappear.
I don't know. I guess Shredder escaped, and I guess the other guy, who we thought was gonna be Shredder, William Fichtner, he got knocked out, and we don't ever see him again. I guess he went to jail.
William Fichtner wasn't that convincing either. I didn't think he did a good job.
I think he
was the weakest one out of all of them, actually.
All the
out of
characters?
all the characters, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. He was the weakest.
He was a weak. Shredder didn't have much of a background story, but he was.
I like Shredder.
He was badass.
He was badass.
I like Shredder.
Yeah, I don't look. First of all, I don't give a fuck if it's he's all big, like he's not the size of a people are exaggerating. He's not the size of a Transformer.
He's big, but
he's big, but he's not. He's not like Uncle Monkey. And he did a lot more than the stupid ass Super Shredder in the second movie did. A lot more.
He was bad.
He was actually badass. But people are exaggerating that he looks like a fucking Transformer. No, that's stupid.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta give them like these guys. The turtles are mutant. You gotta give them something to fight.
Yeah, the turtles are big, so you gotta make Shredder a little bit bigger than them. So it makes sense. So.
That was good.
That was cool. Will Arnett was hilarious.
Will Arnett was hilarious.
He always chewing up the scene, but like every time like he was with the turtles, he kind of got outshined too. It was only when he was with Megan Fox by himself.
Yeah, him and Megan Fox.
Who was that? You pointed out an actor, and like the
Taron Killam.
Who?
It was Taron Killam.
Who's that?
From Saturday Night Live.
Oh, I don't watch SNL, so. That was that guy who was making fun of April.
Yeah,
he was funny.
And he only had one scene, but he's in SNL.
Okay, I didn't notice. I don't know who that is. I don't know who he is, but he's
been in SNL for a while.
But you pointed him out.
Yeah, I'm like, it's Taron Killam. I didn't know he was gonna be in the movie.
I was like, who?
He was funny. He had
he was. Or funny. He was making fun of April O'Neil.
Yeah, about her trampoline.
Yeah, because she was trying to convince everybody in the office that the turtles are real.
Whoopi Goldberg was alright.
She was barely in it, but she was alright.
She had what, 2 scenes?
Yeah, that's it, just 2 scenes. Nothing much, but the action.
Action was good.
Action was good. That was especially my favorite action scene. Was the avalanche? When was the avalanche? The snow mountain scene. That was really, really, really good.
That was cool.
That was cool.
That was funny and
yes.
And crazy. That was good. That was a good scene.
Yeah.
Seemed like forever though. Like they were going down the hill forever, but
it was a big hill.
Like there was a big hill.
Yeah, it was a big hill.
It was a huge hill.
That was really well done. And the fight scenes with Splinter and Shredder.
Splinter when he was fighting the army guys.
Yeah.
That was so cool. Like the way
when
he was just beating them.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool to see.
That was awesome.
And since Raph is my favorite, I thought it was gonna be. I wish he could have saved his brothers. Technically, it was Megan Fox again.
April and Brennan.
Yeah.
They saved them, but
they got him out. That scene was funny once they got out. That was so funny.
They get the
Mikey's like, look how normal I am, guys.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, that was really good.
But Raph was one of my favorites.
And
that scene was that he got kicked. He got his ass kicked by Shredder though, but
he did. But like, Shredder was hard to ask. It was hard to beat. I know we're going all over the place right here, but
seriously,
I'm trying to think of another really positive thing. Okay, the CGI.
It was a little.
Look, I'll say it was kind of like half good, half not so good. Like the scenes where they show them at little kid turtles, that wasn't really good CG.
Yeah.
But when they're like teenagers now, that was decent. Like the CG was.
They look weird, but.
And like that's another thing. I don't mind how they look. I think they look fine. Like face wise.
That's what I'm talking about. Like face wise, they look weird.
I don't look.
It didn't bother me. But
okay, here's the thing. Like everybody complains about Transformers. Okay, I do too. But about how all the Transformers all look too similar, and you can't really tell who the fuck is who. And once you got turtles, they all look different. Everybody still fucking complain.
They do all look different, which is good.
Which is good. That's a good thing. Yeah.
Really good thing.
I like some of the touches they give him, like Raph. He's got like a scar bit in his upper lip, and he always have the gruff look. And Mikey's got the baby face look.
Mikey does kind of baby.
Like he's supposed to be like the little brother, and Donnie has the nerdy look, and he does. Everyone was complaining about why does he have the stupid goggles? Like, there's a reason why, and that helps. They helps them a lot.
I thought they had like a lot of
during the movie. A lot of tech.
Like unnecessary accessories. Like Raph had like the sunglasses. He never used them. Like he had the sunglasses on his head, and then like when he's fighting, you can kind of see like they're broken, but it's like after all that avalanche stuff, like you'd think you would lose them. That's a nice touch, but
that's
it's
one
like
little thing. Yeah.
It's like they like really drag it, and like I noticed that Donnie had like headphones. It's like you would think some of these things would break, but that's just nitpicking.
Yeah, that is nitpicking. Let's see. The story, we haven't even gotten to the story because there's not much to say.
I wasn't really paying attention to the story. I was just excited to see the turtles.
Yeah, because like when they finally get on.
I think that's a good thing. I mean, that's how good they did the turtles. Like,
yeah.
Every time you would wait for them to be on screen because you didn't really. The story, it wasn't bad. But you just focus so much on the turtles, like I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't
want to complain about the story. Watch the first one again. Is in the story that one great? No. So I don't even understand. Like,
I think this story was better than all the stories that they've done so far. To be honest.
Oh, don't say that's blasphemous.
For the films, at least.
Look, it's serviceable for the movie.
It's not a great story by any means, but
I know.
I think like the best story the best film would be the original.
Yeah.
Between like the originals. And the story wasn't great at all.
It wasn't, because like what the story was that Shredder got a bunch of young teens on the run and they just stole stuff, and he wanted to kill the turtles.
I thought it was cool when they found out that they were bulletproof.
That's it for the original. Like you're gonna say that this movie story is that worse? No, sorry, it's not. And not that much. I mean, it's not.
This story, the plot was good. I mean, I felt like the way I was like, why the heck do they want an antidote for like the poison?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking the whole time. I was like, why the heck do they want an antidote?
Because
But they explained it, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Like,
okay, yeah.
That's a smart. Honestly, that's a smart way.
But that's the thing that people have been complaining about.
Like, why you want an antidote?
Like what? Like this story is stupid. Like, but like, not for this movie.
No, that's not. I think because
if you put it in like I don't know.
It makes sense because they need the antidote in order to make the money.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's what they want. Like they want the governments or whatever, like the countries, to be willing to pay.
It
for
makes
this
more
antidote.
sense, and this kind of hurts me to say. It makes more sense than
without it.
No. It makes more sense in this movie than it did in Amazing Spider-Man 1. How the lizard went to turn. It's almost. It's like people have been comparing it, but it makes more sense in this movie.
It does because in the Amazing Spider-Man. Oh, I don't want to go into that.
Yeah, but like you know what I mean, like because it's
saying.
shooting like toxic into the city, so that's where you get the comparisons. But in here, it makes more sense. In this movie,
like it does because it makes sense like why you want
why the villains want to do
why they want to spread the toxin and why you want the antidote. Both of them. It makes sense.
It's a shady business thing that William Fishman wanted to do.
I'm not saying it's a good story. I mean,
it's not a groundbreaking,
like
mind-blowing story,
but I mean, it worked for the film, and it's not bad by any means. And it makes sense. It's logical.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not like it. Like, why would they heck? That's what I was thinking. Like, why would they want the antidote? But it makes sense after they explained it.
Yeah, and that was one when he explained it. When he finished it, that was a scene where I think he did the best. When he first saw the turtles, and he was so impressed by it.
Oh yeah, that was
like his only really really good scene. And I guess maybe like when he's trying to shoot Vernon in April.
I thought that was okay. I thought that line where he said,
"I killed your father."
No, but when that line was so dumb where he's like, "You guys are really cute. I can just pinch your cheeks." What?
Yeah, that was a dumb line, but in the turtle movie,
Yeah, but that's not.
It is a dumb line, but whatever.
It's a dumb line. It's not villain-like. That's what he wasn't a strong villain.
It almost seemed out of character for him.
Yeah.
Kind of. But whatever. That's one line. And, okay, here's another thing. we kind of just laughed at all the Mikey jokes, every joke he did about April. That's
Any
one
joke
thing,
he did.
but like those especially
Yeah.
were hilarious. That's something people have been complaining about.
That he was
Like,
obsessed with
all the sex shows, like,
It wasn't sex jokes, though.
but like, because he said, okay, one when he first started, like, ooh, my
shell is...
my shell is hard or something like that. That was funny.
It was funny.
He's a teenager, for fuck's sake. Like, if you're a teenage boy and you see a hot girl, you'll probably say the same thing. It's like, he's a fucking teenager. It makes sense.
That was funny.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but like Mikey said the same things, and like not as like
as obvious like that.
Not as obvious, but like he kind of alluded to the same things in the original. He's like, ooh, he kissed April in the TV, and he said, oh, she called me Mikey, like same thing. Like, but people complain about that. I don't know, but it worked in this movie. Those lines, it worked. I will say I did not like the fart joke. That was not needed.
You didn't need it. But I didn't mind it. Like, I didn't hate it.
I was like, oh, you guys could have taken that off. But I like that they got stuck, because that's something people complain about. Like, oh, they're too big. How are they gonna fit in the hole? Like, that's something they could have. That should have been the joke. Like, oh, they're stuck because they're too big. That would have been funny. But then they threw in a fart joke. And like, whatever. But I didn't mind it. That's one little thing though.
I laughed at the joke.
Well, that's because you're mature.
No, I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny.
I'm not the biggest fan of fart jokes. That's the thing.
Whatever. I mean, it wasn't a terrible fart joke, but like.
No, I was like, whatever. It's whatever, But it would have been better if the joke was that they got stuck because they're too big. That's clever. Like, it would have been a good inside joke to the complaints before the movie came out. Just like the alien joke. I like the alien joke. You go, they're aliens? No, that's stupid. That's fine. Even though the Megan Fox didn't deliver it great, but it's a funny joke, though. I'll give the girl a break, She tried.
Who, Megan Fox?
Yeah, I saw that she tried, but that's like the thing, like she's serviceable to the movie.
Yeah, but
she's
they
not.
Could have casted a better.
Yeah, they could have casted someone better, but it is what it is, They could have casted someone worse.
They could have.
Too, like she wasn't the worst. She's not the worst pick, but she's also not the best pick. I'll leave it at that with her. Let's see what else. I like the like the comic book intro and how the movie ends. That was a nod to the comic books, so that was pretty cool. I guess if you're a fan of if you read the comic books, you like that part.
What was the other thing that you said people complain about? The training? The way?
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I really want to fucking get into this. The way they learn ninjutsu, like through a book.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
I have no issue with that whatsoever, because
what were people saying about it?
Splinter learned ninjutsu in the original off his cage. How the fuck do you learn? How does a rat learn?
Well, I mean, he was saying like how they were doing it, but
yeah,
I mean, I can see
it's a rat. It was before he got mutated. So how does that even make any sense in the original?
That is true.
And here they're already mutated, and they have some knowledge already. And he sees the book of ninja, and he taught himself first. He explains, he taught himself first, and then he trains them. So.
What were people complaining? Like, what were they saying? Like,
because he learned it off the book.
Oh.
That's it. Like, and it's not like the original.
I mean, it's not impossible. I mean, it could be done.
Yeah, it's like if you can buy the fact that he learned it from his cage, and he was just a rat, then you can buy that he's already mutated and he learned it off a book. Okay, they're both silly, but they both work, I guess. Look, come on, man.
I mean, how else would you explain a rat learning how to?
Fuck it. It made more sense in this movie.
It did.
It did. I don't give a fuck what It made more sense in this movie how he learned it. I'm sorry. He was already mutated in this one, so he had more knowledge. And in the original, he was just a rat still. Yeah, he has like memories. Like, how the fuck does that make sense?
Well, I mean, he had memories in this one. He was still a rat, before he was mutated.
No, because when he said after they injected me with the mutation,
that is true.
That's when I've seen glimpses of you know, April's dad, and the villain. So, sorry guys, it makes more sense in this moment.
I thought it was
a little more sense
because he learned himself. I mean, it's gonna make it seem like it's impossible to learn something by yourself, you know.
Yeah.
And obviously you would need training, but I mean.
But let's see what else.
And you could tell, like, he mastered like every weapon. Like he was using like Donnie's, you know, his stick, and then Leo's sword. He was using like all of them, and then. So
another thing, like,
that's not bad.
Another thing people like complain about that. Shredder was too harsh. Like on them.
On who?
On the Turtles. Like when they snuck back in and then they got caught by him, he just like kicked their asses.
Yeah, and people were saying that was too harsh.
Yeah, like that's, and I heard like
when they snuck
back in and he caught them. Remember? From after the subway scene where April first saw them, like actually saw all of them. Remember? Like they're saying like, be quiet, he's gonna catch you. And he catches them, and he just like whips them with his tail.
Oh, Splinter.
Yeah, Splinter.
Yeah.
He was too harsh on them. That's a complaint people. That's something people have been complaining about.
I didn't see the point. The only thing I was confused, like, I know he's trying to like get, you know, the.
He was harsh, but he was fair. That's the thing.
No, I know he was trying to get like something out of him, but.
Oh, like why'd you guys sneak out into the?
But they were doing it for 11 hours. Like, how long did they have to do it for?
11 hours.
He said 11.
Oh.
He said it's like this is 11 hours and no one has spoken.
Okay.
I was like, damn, that's really long.
Yeah.
He did say 11 hours, but I was like, how long do they have to? Is there like a time limit they have to get to, and then like they don't have to say anything anymore? That's what I was confused about. Like, what's the extent of no longer
punishment? Yeah.
What's like how long do they have to do it for them to no longer be punished? You know.
I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
it was 11 hours. That was a long time. It's not that I was complaining. Like, I didn't have a problem with it because
he's a strict look.
Like, it made it seem like when I saw that scene when they're sneaking back in, like, it reminded me of like teenagers trying to sneak back into the house today. You know, like they're scared to get caught. So it was good. I like that.
But they mean like after Splinter catches them.
That's good though. Like, I mean, that's yeah. I mean, Mikey's sleepwalking.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was, but I like that. I like that he was strict on them because that's how you.
How they're gonna learn.
That's how you gain respect and you learn.
How are they gonna learn? You can't be easy on teenagers.
Yeah, I didn't mind that. The only thing I was asking myself was like, how long is this? You know, their punishment of what was it?
Well, you said 11 hours though. So.
I mean, they were already they were 11 hours in and they were still doing it. You know.
Because
which is crazy.
He wanted to, like, if they were seen, he wanted to know why. I mean, like,
what was the room called? Or what
Hatsu, something like that.
Yeah.
Was it Hatsu?
Something like that.
Something like that. Okay.
I'm not going back to Hatsu.
Yeah.
Every time we're in Hatsu, it's because of you.
Yeah. I really like the Leo and the Raph back and forth thing.
I like how they showed Raph's soft side at the end.
It wasn't as used as the animated movie. Like, it wasn't as.
Yeah.
It wasn't forefront, but I still appreciate that they put that in there because that's one of the things, you know, that makes their relationship great. Like, they don't get along sometimes.
But like, I like how they showed Raph's soft side at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he is a softie inside.
He is.
He shows like.
And that was a great brothers moment.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, there's no brothers moment. Yes, there is. Yeah, when they're falling and then they think they're gonna die and then
he's like, I'm the one that eats the frosting off the Pop-Tarts and put it back in the
But
box.
Raph had like a moment like.
Yeah. He was the only one that had like a
serious moment. Like he was saying like, I'm sorry guys that ever like hurt you or push you around. It's because, you know,
I believed in you and I trusted you.
I wanted to believe. Yeah, I believe in you guys and I love you guys. So yeah, that's the fun. And like and another moment I really got into was when Shredder was attacking Splinter. And they were trying to save him.
Oh yeah.
It's like Son's trying to save him. That was well done.
That I was like, damn, I felt bad. I was like,
yeah, I felt bad too. Mm-hmm.
That was a pretty good scene.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good scene.
Yeah.
I honestly thought they were gonna kill Splinter off right there.
Oh, we've gone like for almost 30 minutes. Talking about this movie, so overall, I enjoyed it. Okay.
I enjoyed it. I'm not saying it was a good film, but it was a good.
We're not saying it's like a masterpiece, nothing. But for a Turtles movie,
It was entertaining.
It's well.
All I cared was like being entertained by the turtles, and
they were entertaining, yeah. But so was like Will Arnett. And, and some other scenes, and the action was good. So overall, I
don't think all the criticism it's getting is fair. The criticism that's getting.
I think a lot of the criticisms were no matter what, no matter what, people were gonna hate on this. No matter what, we know this. And
this is a typical summer film. Like you watch it to be entertaining.
Yeah, it was entertaining, and I would say I liked it.
Yeah.
I didn't love it. It's the best movie of the summer. No, it's entertaining. And that's
This or Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I mean Spider-Man 2, but I will say, look, hold on. But I will say if all I asked for this movie was to be a fun flick, and it was. So
it was.
I'm happy. It did its job for me. And for you would say
I would say the same.
Okay.
I'm not saying it was a good movie. Like I was like I was just expecting it to.
It's a ninja.
My expectations were really low because of what I saw from
Mine were going back and forth. It was low. It was super low for a long time.
That elevator scene was so funny.
Yeah.
I'm sure people
Mikey.
I'm sure people were complaining about it. I'm sure people made a complaint about that, but I thought it was hilarious.
Look, hold on. Look, they're teenagers in today's world. It'll make sense if they were into rap and all this R&B.
I think sometimes people forget that they're teenagers.
Yeah, it's they're fucking teenagers. So it makes sense if they're really into rapping and Gwen Stefani, they were looking
when they were younger. Yeah.
Yeah. So it just what the teenagers and when they're in the original movies, they're teenagers in the early '90s, so they were into all that stupid ass Vanilla Ice bullshit. Okay. Yeah.
But overall, I was entertained. I wasn't bored by any means.
No, it goes on. Yeah. It goes on at a really fast pace, and
it was a fast movie.
It was a fast.
I wish that there was more turtles. That's what I think people were complaining about. I think they just enjoyed the turtles so much that they wish there was more. But I'm not complaining that there wasn't.
I wish there was more because I really enjoyed them. But
I'm not complaining that
for how much they're in the movie. They're in plenty. It's really good.
Yeah,
it's good. So
I'm not complaining they didn't have enough turtles. They had plenty of turtles, but I just wish there was more because I enjoyed watching them. They were so entertaining.
Mm-hmm. And
so I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking forward to the second one.
Yeah, me too. Let's see what they do. Casey Jones, hopefully, or new villains. Bebop and Rocksteady. I really want to find please put Bebop and Rocksteady. Please don't give me this Charizard and Bullet, whatever the hell they were in part 2. But one thing I really liked the callback they did for the original, how they were slicing the peaks up and it landed on Splinter's head. Yeah. That was cool. I like that callback to the original. That was funny. But overall, we enjoyed it. And if you have a problem with that, suck it up. Okay? I would say it's way better than 2 and 3, and a little bit better than
the original.
A little bit better than the cartoon film.
So you're not saying it's better than the original?
For right now, I'll say it's as good.
I can agree with you.
As good. I'll say as good. Okay. And any last thoughts? We're gonna get some pizza right now. I'm fucking hungry. I want some pizza.
That pizza looked good.
We're gonna eat some pizza right now. So yeah. It was good.
Entertaining, not great.
It was good for a turtle movie.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what
it was better than I was expecting. More entertaining than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah.
People were complaining that there was too much human element, that it wasn't all that entertaining. Even the human element.
The human element, because you know what? The human element.
Will Arnett was good.
The human element.
Megan Fox wasn't bad.
The human element did not bother me because they were okay overall when they were there, and when the turtles there was awesome. So it all balanced out.
Mm-hmm.
So we liked it, and I would say it's as good as the original.
For now.
For you too. That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
So we agree pretty much, except for the changes that we're kind of opposite. You didn't like the April turtle change, and I didn't like the Splinter Shredder change. But I didn't.
But overall, it didn't hurt.
It didn't hurt. No, you know what? It didn't hurt the movie. So.
In my opinion, at least.
So. Yeah, haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. Okay, we're done. Cowabunga! Oh, you know what? Before I stop, I would say Shredder, or not Shredder, Splinter didn't make it funny. God damn it! He didn't make it funny.
He kind of did when he's like, when he said, "Get your knee off me." That wasn't a funny, but.
Ah, you're right. I forgot about that. You know what? That counts. Okay.
That does count.
Super thumbs up for this movie.
Yeah, because he was dying, and then he's like, "Get your knee."
Okay, that was.
What did he say?
Okay,
He said, "Mikey, get your knee off me."
That was just funny. Okay, I'll put that as funny.
I think that was just funny. Because I laughed at it.
That was just funny. Okay. Okay, now we're done. Okay. Adios.
See you guys.